It was a bright autumn morning when Karen erupted over a seemingly minor issue: driveway parking. One of my children had temporarily parked a vehicle in a spot that Karen deemed inappropriate, according to her imagined HOA rules. This, of course, was on my property. Karen, always looking for an excuse to assert authority, immediately called 911, claiming that her son or another HOA member was being denied access and that I was acting unlawfully. What she didn't know was that my son, equipped with his sheriff identification and full legal authority, was ready to handle the situation. I arrived on the scene, calmly observing Karen's escalating tantrum. She was waving her arms, shouting at neighbors, and attempting to intimidate my son into moving the vehicle. I stepped forward, presenting documentation of property ownership, clearly marked property boundaries, and county codes confirming that the driveway and all surrounding areas were private. Karen scoffed, insisting that HOA rules applied, but she had no legal standing. My son, wearing his sheriff ID and maintaining professional composure, approached Karen. He explained calmly that he was fully authorized to be on the property, that the vehicle was legally parked, and that any attempt to forcibly remove it would be considered assault and trespassing. His demeanor, combined with the identification and clear legal authority, immediately shifted the dynamic. Karen's confidence faltered as she realized that her 911 call could backfire spectacularly. To ensure the situation remained under control, I documented everything: videos, timestamps, and photos of the vehicle, the property boundaries, and Karen's attempted interference. This comprehensive record would be crucial in case she attempted to escalate the matter further through legal threats or harassment claims. Karen, undeterred, tried to rally other HOA members, sending messages to neighbors claiming that my family was illegally blocking access and defying community rules. I responded by distributing documentation to the community, clearly showing property ownership, driveway boundaries, and the legal authority of my son as a sheriff. The HOA's claims quickly unraveled under the weight of irrefutable evidence. In the days that followed, I implemented additional measures to prevent future conflicts. Motion-detecting cameras were installed along the driveway and property perimeter. Clear signage indicated that parking on private property without permission was prohibited, and that any attempt to challenge property rights would be met with legal action. I also scheduled regular patrols by my son to monitor the area and prevent further harassment. Karen, realizing her repeated overreach had failed yet again, attempted to downplay the incident. But neighbors, witnessing her tantrums and reviewing the documentation, began questioning her credibility. Her influence within the HOA eroded further as her pattern of false claims, harassment, and entitlement became impossible to ignore. By the end of autumn, the driveway was fully secure, the vehicle remained legally parked, and Karen's ability to interfere had been decisively neutralized. The property was protected, my family's peace restored, and the community clearly aware that legal authority and preparation trumped entitlement and false claims. This incident reinforced a vital lesson: even seemingly small disputes, like a parked car, can escalate when authority is imagined rather than real. But with preparation, legal documentation, and decisive enforcement, property rights are absolute. Karen's repeated failures served as a stark reminder that overreach, intimidation, and false claims cannot prevail against law, evidence, and proper authority.